Hello and welcome back to Curiosity Forge. Over the last couple days I've been doing some stuff around the shop and I tried to make myself a flatter. I actually successfully made a flatter. Let me grab that and I'll show you what happens when your flux core welder doesn't really cooperate with you and the wire won't feed right, because I ain't proud of the way these welds look. Okay, so this weighs a literal ton, and I got this on here. This is upset to make it a little wider and hopefully more forgiving to a hammer face. But these are just monstrous booger welds piled up on top of each other and piled up on top of each other and piled up to get as much of a bond as possible, and I chamfered that to the inside very deep. But when I was upsetting the end of this, I didn't account for a little protuberance from the threads down into the end of the bolt, which made like a nice punch. It started to ding up the face of the Peter Wright a little bit, I mean very faint, but my little ASO, when I realized what I was doing to the Peter Wright, I moved over there, it's left some huge impressions. So, I got thinking, how best can I resurface these with minimal effort? I went to Harbor Freight, spent 28 bucks on this 3x21 floor sander. It's 32 bucks full price. I got the 20% off because I have my wife in line behind me holding it. So I get the 20% off twice. And that brought it down to like 28 bucks, 25 bucks give or take. So not a bad deal. I also found out that you can buy Zircon belts for it. So that's going to make redoing the faces of these easy. I haven't fired this up yet. I wanted to shoot a video of my first attempt to work on the little ASO just to see what happened and maybe get a decent video out of it. Hopefully help somebody else out that's going to be having the same problem later on. So I'm going to pause this, set the camera back up where we can see everything, and I'll get to it. Okay, you can see a lot of the marks I made right in here and here. They're nice deep circles that imprint clearly on the metal you're working. I'm going to try this with the aluminum oxide belt that came on it, and we'll see what that does first. And if it doesn't do much, then we'll switch over to the Zircon belts that will work. But let's see what happens. Alright, that's making a difference, but a very slow one. So I'm going to swap out to the Zircon belts and come back. Alright, that was a 120 grit aluminum oxide. The only grit I could find today at Harbor Freight was 80. I think they have a couple other grits. And something else that's good about this is for 25, 27 bucks. You can buy one of these and turn it upside down. You find a way to hold this trigger down. You can do a lot of knife grinding on here, and the belts are dirt cheap. I mean, they're so cheap, and they're going to last a while too. You know, they're 3x21s. It's a lot beefier than the 1x30s. But here we go. Okay, I've gotten the point across. You can really see that it does make a difference quickly. The marks I made are so deep, they're just going to take a while, and removing a good bit of material from the face to clean up. That's okay. I had to do this anyways to flatten the face out because it was still kind of lumpy. Flappy wheels on the angle grinder didn't do a lot to help me. So there you have it. A useful tip for refacing your anvils at home for cheap and getting them pretty close to dead flat. This will be almost a machine surface when I get done. So either way, y'all have a great day. Y'all stay safe, and until the next video, praise the forge and pass the borax.